And now, please.
It's your favorite music.
I love to hate it, folks. I forgot to tell you that, Jack, that this music I despise. Oh, great. They have something in the bag. Yeah, basically, we should pause for a bit while this cacophony of greed walks in.
I'd mentioned that hate was in the air. I didn't think there'd be this much hate.
Look, I know some people say 2025, new year, new me. No, I'm still going to call it like I see it, Jack. And I see a bunch of jackwagons out here right now.
The jackwagons in particular. We have Mr. Manny-Mac, the leader and founder of Money Enterprises. Carrying the Gucci bag behind him is their intern, Noah Prime Arnold. We then have the young legend Luke Fury.
Did you dumpster dive that, my guy, to impress your bosses?
We then have the tag team champions, Fast as Hell Ian Maxwell and the gifted one Yaya.
One of the many monikers is Gifted as Hell.
Absolutely. We also have the heavyweight champion Quest, who will be defending his title tonight against Heath Slater.
The biggest sellout in ex-WW history.
And then we've got JP Threeman, winner of 3 tournaments last year, who will be going up against Effie in our main event for the Game Changer Wrestling Heavyweight Championship of the world.
Folks, I did not have that on my 2025 bingo card, Jack, that me and you would get the honor of calling this match for the GCW.
Don't you people have anything better to do tonight? Well, you need to shut your damn mouths and show some respect for the hottest group in independent wrestling today. There's only one good thing I did today in Charlotte, and that was shop at the Gucci store, because I know damn well none of you people can afford some shit like that. Now this show is called Love, Hate, Tragedy, but the real tragedy is looking at you stupid people all night. If this is what Charlotte, North Carolina looks like, good Lord. You would think this is West Virginia or something. Good God Almighty.
Mountain Mama, country roads.
Hey, that's very disrespectful. You need to put that sign down.
We got a Quest sold out.
I don't hear you. I don't hear you. Let me hear you. I want to hear you in my $1,500 shoes.
The crowd at Lenny Boy is letting Manny-Mac have it.
You see this? I didn't even take it off because it's so damn expensive.
And rightfully so, if you ask me.
Are you kidding me? You have enough of my mouth because I'm not going to shut the hell up.
Money Enterprises no longer have controlling stake in XW.
Now what I want you to do is everybody stand up and show some respect for your ex-WW heavyweight champion, Quest.
I've been on my feet all day. I'm good.
I will come out there and slap each and every one of you.
Look, he was the hero of XWW and stabbed us all in the heart. This is...
No, they're good. They're good. You hear that? You are absolutely 100% correct. Because tonight, JP Threeman will bring another title home to XWW.
God, Dom, can you imagine the GCW Championship being in the hands of Money Enterprises?
And then you all will recognize greatness.
I hope it doesn't happen, Jack. That would be disgusting, revolting, and violent.
I gotta introduce, before it's too late, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for your ex-WW Tag Team Champions, Ian Maxwell and Yaya!
Gifted as hell as I've been calling him, and I can see why they joined Money Enterprises' side.
But still, they've taken...
Now, if you follow wrestling wrestling, then you might know who Game Changer Wrestling is. And tonight, we make history with their heavyweight title on the line in an XWW ring. The first time ever. So tonight, you will see history in J.P. Lehman becoming GCW champion.
I mean, 2025 sucks enough as is, Jack, and if that were to happen, it would suck even more.
Although, listen to the crowd, Dom. Despite the animosity toward Money Enterprises, they are up for the idea of J.P. Lehman becoming GCW champion.
Look, he's not 3-cup for a reason. 3-cup Lehman for a reason. He's got a work ethic. He can go in the ring. The man can wrestle. He's earned weird respect in the crowd. I don't get it, and I don't know why.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is J.P. Lehman. I am the BSD of CLT. I am too big to fail. And in case you didn't know, I am Concierge Key. But I'm not here to talk about me. And as much as I love you, I'm not here to talk about you. I'm here to talk about Effie.
Speak of the devil.
And here he is, folks. GCW heavyweight champion, Effie. Former XWW hardcore champion. About to make his way through that entrance right now. But bask in the glory that is Effie.
If there is anyone you could call a paragon of independent professional wrestling, it is this man right here. Recently won the GCW Heavyweight Championship from Mance Warner in the Hammerstein Ballroom at the People vs. GCW. A culmination of a long and winding road in Game Changer Wrestling. And now he is here in Charlotte, North Carolina, going face to face with Money Enterprises.
Doesn't know what to make of the scene, as Money Enterprises definitely is giving Effie a wide berth, and why not? Remember, he is not unfamiliar with XWW. He is a former hardcore champion here.
I'm going to give you your flowers. You are the GCW heavyweight champion. But this is our scheduled time. And you need to learn it.
Oh, and Manny just got
enough of that trash! XWW Charlotte, how are you feeling? Hey, you, J.P. Lehman, what are you going to do about it?
Oh, and Lehman goes for an attack. He ducks out of the way. Why is
Well, let me tell you what Effie's going to do about it. I'm going to do what I did in France. I'm going to do what I did in London. I'm going to do what I did in Athens and in Indianapolis, and I'm going to defend the Game Changer Wrestling World Heavyweight Champion because Effie is EFFY. Electric. Fantastic. Do you know what the FY means? It means F you. And I'm going to keep you out of my ring. And we're going to give the people who came to XWW a real World Championship main event.
Ooh.
And JP, I heard you wanted a Wall Street fight? Baby, you don't know how hardcore we get in GCW. So I hope you're ready to go through the trials and tribulations to be a hardcore legend like Effie. Are y'all ready for some wrestling? Are you ready to get crazy? How do y'all do it here? Do you say X-Dub-Dub? Or do you say XWW? Because I want to hear how you chant it, because we usually say GC-Dub, but that's not where we are. Is it X-Dub-Dub? Guess we'll have to find out. I'll see you in the main event.
Yeah, we don't really do that here, Effie, but
But still, Effie may have just started something here at XWW.
he is a trailblazer, that's for sure. And here we go. A young graduate of the Firestar Wrestling Pro Academy. Look, this young man is about to do big things. He might be our new internet and television champion.
He's definitely going to have that chip on his shoulder.
And folks, if you've never seen him before, you actually might have seen him on Monday night on Netflix, possibly. I can just say he is a much better professional
match
wrestler
is scheduled for
than a security guard.
and it is for the XWW Internet and Television Championship. Introducing first, the challenger from Charlotte, North Carolina, weighing in at 145 pounds, DJ Spring.
DJ Springs certainly coming in with a lot of confidence. He wants to make AJ Myers' reign as ITV champion very short.
He does. And considering the last two championships that he's going after here at XWW, he's come up on the losing end of those, Jack.
Including a very bitter back and forth feud with the better man, Bash Caliban.
And we got to know, we wonder if that's going to play into this match. That aggression, that anger, that animosity, that burden.
Well, we look at someone here who seems unburdened, someone who has new life in him in
And his
2025.
opponent from the Capital Cloud, weighing in at 140 pounds, he is the XWW Internet and Television Champion, the King of Lightning, AJ Myers!
It was in this very building last month that AJ Myers won the ITV Championship from JP Lehman, Mr. Freeman, because after AJ won a rolling four-man match for an open contract, he called out JP, and JP answered immediately, I think. And
Yes.
stonks were down that night.
Yeah, JP overplayed his hand a bit, but I think he's a little thankful to AJ. You know, it saved him some money on checking his bags at the airport.
But also, I mean, stonks have gone up for JP since then.
Yeah.
If any indication tonight, he's going for the GCW Championship tonight.
Yep. AJ Myers at one time was a television champion before the belts were unified by Saeed Al-Sabah.
Former United States champion here at XWW as well. Collar and elbow tie-up. Springs, though, gets one over on Myers there. And now both men just slugging it out in the middle of the ring. Springs with a boot to the gut.
DJ Springs, as I said, graduate of Firestar. A lot of great names coming out of that, like Javon Evans, Jackson Drake, and I must say, Elliott Shock.
Also, let's give some shout out to Griff Garrison, too, I might add.
Yeah.
Oh, but wow!
1, 2, no.
And Myers gets a shoulder up at 2. High angle suplex by Springs. Almost dethrones Myers. In the early moments of this match, and Myers is reeling from the damage.
Didn't even realize that AJ was double caping, as now Irish whip, but AJ reverses.
Leapfrog by Myers. Drop kick.
Beautiful.
It's flush.
As now Myers going for the pinfall, but no luck.
Kick out at 2 by Springs as Myers is able to bounce back. And that's the resiliency that Myers has shown throughout his tenure here at XWW.
And God, Dom, listen to the crowd.
This crowd is insane tonight, Jack.
It's cacophonous in here.
Oh my God, what a drop kick. Desperation by Springs on the Myers.
A beautiful counter. For a man this young, that scouting is veteran.
My ribs hurt as Springs counters the body avalanche.
Oh my God!
Myers ducks out of the
going
kick
in for a pinfall. No.
And now
DJ Springs.
Myers trying to hold on to the ropes. Bounces him off. Ooh! Soccer kick goes for the
1,
pin.
2. And what a fast-paced start.
Myers gets the shoulder up at 2. But this pace definitely swings the advantage to Springs' way.
But AJ does have some power moves, and he seems to be adding to his bag every time he comes to XWW.
And as you alluded to earlier, Springs has done his homework on Myers, countering that body. Oh! Avalanche! And another chop.
That's the thing about the Firestar guys. They add that intense chopping to their flippy stuff. As now, Springs catapulted into the top turnbuckle.
And now it hits the body avalanche, this time on Springs. This is the first match, Jack.
You see shades of former XWW champion LeBron Cozone in all of these graduates.
Big move by Myers.
2. No.
This crowd feeling Myers tonight in a...
Well, AJ and DJ are getting a little confident with these pins. It's going to take a lot more to take either man out.
As now Myers is trying to figure out what to do next.
Giving him some space.
Is able to get a few breaths of oxygen in this exchange, but Myers... Springs stops the 10th. Oh, club to the back.
And we can confirm.
Oh, flush on
Cheeky Nando's.
Oh, and a powerbomb for pin.
2. No.
Myers kicks out at 2.
And we have learned something, Dom. The people at Lenny Boy know how to count. As now,
Springs almost was victorious after that kick to the jaw of Myers, fouled by a powerbomb into a pin. But now Springs.
DJ. Uh-oh. Oh, my Lord! I got a headache just from looking at that.
Oh, Myers kicks out at 2. But a lot of wasted energy by Myers on that kick out, Jack.
Absolutely nasty mule kick there as now DJ Springs laying it into Myers. Myers lays back. Both men showing their fighting spirit here. Myers now.
Going for a Hurricanrana, but gets counted.
Oh my God! Oh,
Splash on AJ Myers.
Do we have a new ITV champion? No!
Myers gets the shoulder up and rolls out at 2 to the utter bemusement of DJ Springs.
Kicked out of a Styles Clash. Incredible. As now, DJ Springs going to the top. But Springs,
Myers moves out of the way.
able to recover, but
Rake onto the DJ Springs' jaw, and now Myers feeling it. Going to the top rope, Jack.
he's about to make a big splash. Figured it land literally. 1, 2, 3.
Here's your winner, and still your XWW Internet and Television Champion, AJ Myers!
Doc, what a frenetic, fast-paced start to love-hate tragedy.
Myers victorious, his first title defense with the ITV title, and against the very game DJ Springs, but just Springs came up a little short today.
And keep in mind, DJ Springs still so young, still early in his wrestling career. I'm calling it, he is the future in action, folks.
And that's what XWW is bringing. Innovation required, violence expected. Also, the future of wrestling.
The following contest is a 6-man tag match scheduled for 1 fall.
You want to talk about a clash of personalities, Dom? Let's talk about this 6-man tag.
Just the teams alone are diverse. We have Bash Caliban, Thomas Xtreme, and Luke Fury.
Speaking of Thomas, here he comes.
Introducing first, he is the cardio desperado, Thomas Xtreme.
Thomas Xtreme is not keen on people in general.
Thomas Xtreme is one of the most cantankerous people I've ever met in this business.
And that's putting it mildly. And God, think about all the people he was beefing with in 2024. It's going to come to a head tonight.
Some are on his own team, Jack.
And here we have representing Money Enterprises.
And his tag team partner, Luke Fury.
Now, the crowd is booing Fury, but don't get this kid wrong. Once again, an up-and-coming rising star. But not only that, the youngest ever XWW champion.
Winning the television championship off of AJ Myers.
And some could say, kind of like the future key piece for Money Enterprises.
Certainly is the prospect that they're putting a lot of stock into. Practically rebuilt the roster to better suit his needs. And you want to talk about young up-and-comers.
And their other tag team partner, he is the better man, Bash Caliban!
And what a rookie year Bash Caliban had. Not just at XWW, but everywhere he went.
Now, Bash Caliban has aligned with Money Enterprises on and off in the past in a sort of mercenary role.
Yeah, exactly, mercenary.
Something tells me that Luke Fury is not keen to share the spotlight with this young man.
Look,
These two are both
three opposing dichotomies of personality in the ring, and now
yes, folks, Cam Jackson is retired. The person you're looking at here is number one.
Number one, because Cam Jackson burnt the old studio down. The chronically upgraded mock biological auto-human.
I just hope someone got the cat out before the building
cyborg
burned down.
still has the wrist tape attached to him and has now grabbed the microphone.
Hey, you guys in the ring. Hey, Bash, get off the rope. It's my time with them. How y'all doing here? There's a lot of people in here. I'm a little hard of hearing. What were you guys saying?
The question is, will number one do it again?
Good, because I thought I was forgetting something. Do it again!
And he will.
And the record is 7. I think you've said it before. I put my headphones off. Because sometimes you got to feel the vibe in this place at Lenny Boy Brewing Company, Jack.
And he's going to do it again with the help of his recent tag partner, Buggy Wright. You're talking about a young man who just keeps getting better and better. Let's talk about Buggy Wright.
Wait, cut, please cut that off. You see, I was just about ready to get in there and whip some ass, but then I realized there's only 2 of us. And I feel like we're forgetting somebody. Hold on, do it again.
We're up to number 2. 3. 2 or 3, I don't know. I lose count all the dang time.
And if this means what I think it means,
Pandemonium is about to kick off here.
Luckily, I got my Panda Vax. I'm protected from Panda and measles.
That's good to know, Jack.
And their opponents, they are the team of Buggy Wright, #1, and Lou Panda.
I'm sorry, the song's a bop, Jack.
Dom, listen, you have a much smaller IQ than me, I get it. Panda matches your wavelength, but I am just not.
Woo!
And Buggy, what else is there to be said? Creeps like Panda are tailor-made for someone of Buggy's mental capacities.
Now you could say, just like there's 3 diametrically opposed people on one team, there's also 3 diametrically opposed people on the other team as they all run away as Panda Cam, #1, and Buggy Wright get in the ring.
Yeah, I think the difference though is that these 3 here in the ring are more united in that they want to get rid of all the thorns in XWW's side.
And honestly, when it comes to the team of Xtreme, Caliban, and Fury aligned himself with Money Enterprises. I get it. He's young. He's allowed to make mistakes. Caliban had a hell of a 2024. He's a mercenary. But right now, we're looking at a Panda, somebody who's damn right, and #1, whose creator may have burnt down the old studio, Jack.
Oh God, listen to this crowd.
Crowd is going crazy for Panda.
And yeah, I forgot to mention, Panda is our hardcore champion at this moment.
Yes, Panda is the hardcore champion.
And that's been a sore spot for Thomas Xtreme these last few months. Thomas Xtreme was on a warpath for the hardcore championship. Bash Caliban won his first hardcore championship last year. There's so many intersecting conflicts here. I feel like it needs its own Wikipedia page for just this 6-man tag alone.
It could very well have its own Wikipedia page, Jack. Bell's rung in this 6-man tag. 5-man in a Panda tag. Interspecies match.
Does Luke Fury even technically count as a man? He turned 18, I believe, so yeah, I guess he's a man.
He is an adult. That's right, folks. The youngest ever XWW champion won his title when he was 16. That's how good of a kid, that's how good of a talent Luke Fury is. He's allowed to make mistakes. That's why I don't harp on him for joining Money Enterprises.
As
Caliban tags in though blindly.
Bash Caliban thought that Luke Fury was taking too much time trying to scout, and now you can see why Fury was scouting Buggy.
Buggy though with a roll-up.
Kick out quickly.
Caliban gets both feet taken out, and now Buggy in full control.
And while Luke Fury is certainly the youngest man in this match, he has a lot of experience, many years as a wrestler. And now Rodham Caliban.
And now we've lost all composure in the ring as Cam takes his frustrations out. #1 takes his frustrations out on Money Enterprises.
Oh my God! Buggy Wright is on fire right now.
Are we about to go to Air Buggy, Air Wright, Wright Brothers, if you will? Perfect state for airtime.
We're about to go to Kitty Hawk, North Carolina.
And take off it up. He saw it coming. They saw it coming. They blocked it. Instead, Panda.
Oh my God!
We got Air Panda instead.
Gross. Probably got their hair all over.
As Panda takes out Bash and Xtreme, and now
Buggy.
Oh!
Triple cross body, but able to keep Panda on its feet.
Some accidental confusion there as they now both look at Fury. But Cam, what has Cam got in mind? Cam's not clapping. I've never
Number
seen Cam
one
do this
is
before.
going wild.
There's nobody there. It's Fury though.
Fury had number one, well scouted.
Number one though is still learning a thing or two as he goes
Tried to go for Memphis.
But Fury wisely rolls out of the ring. Number one.
As now we've got Panda, Buggy, and number one in the ring.
Has them reeling.
Has Bash Caliban cornered here.
Referee getting some composure back in the ring.
As now Buggy got control of the waist and tags in Panda.
With the blind tag, I think. Goes for a Panda stunner of a Bash.
Goes for the roll-up.
Roll-up pin, but instead
Just laying it into the Panda. Keep going, young man. Keep going.
He saw Panda kicking out, so he decided to get some offense in. Some brutal axe handles.
Going for the pinfall. No luck. Thomas Xtreme
can show us a thing or two in the air as well. Leg
Luke
drop
Fury
on the
tagged
Panda.
himself in. Or at least I thought he did.
I think he was just cheering Xtreme on there, Jack. But now he's tagged him in. And the lack of cohesion between the team of Fury, Xtreme, and Caliban is starting to show.
Absolutely.
There's no teamwork. There's tags being made where nobody else knows. Number one is furious right now.
As now Cliff used as a human shield as he keeps going into Panda. Keep going, Luke.
Number
keep
one
going.
doesn't comprehend human interaction there. Number one still learning, Jack.
Well, I mean, this is on Buggy for trying to team with a robot and a filthy animal. Like I said, Buggy's not that smart.
So a Buggy, a Panda, and a robot walk into a bar. What does that mean? XWW, Lenny Boy Brewing Company. Thank you. I'll be here all night. Panda trying to get a tag in.
Tags himself in.
And it seems like when one man on this team gets momentum, somebody else tags in.
But now,
But there's some cohesion right there.
And it was Thomas Xtreme and Bash Caliban who briefly aligned last year in their conflict with Lil Panda over the Hardcore Championship.
Buggy breaking up the pin, though. Smacking Thomas Xtreme.
Huge Panda chance here. As now Fury going for the pinfall. No luck.
And now Fury arguing with the referee. And now choking Panda here.
Panda miles away from a tag partner as Xtreme elbow drop.
I will say now, for the last few moments, Fury, Xtreme, and Caliban have been working like a well-oiled machine.
They are
cut the ring
united
in half.
in their hatred of this little freak to eliminate him once and for all. And I applaud that beautiful basement drop kick from Thomas Xtreme.
Will you stop the Panda hate? Pandemonium's running wild here at Lenny Boy Brewing Company.
I will never abandon my Panda slander.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I got
It's
bars
Panda.
for days.
He's here for fun and entertainment. Is now throws Bash into the corner. Goes for the
Fury
tag, but
tags himself in, and now Buggy's in.
Buggy White makes the tag. And that would not have happened if Fury tagged himself in. because Bash had to take his eyes off from that. Oh! Lands on his feet, but Fury with a boot to the ribs.
Luke Fury now tags in Thomas.
And now Thomas Xtreme tagged himself in, Jack. Oh! Swinging neck breaker. But that's now the team of Fury, Xtreme, and Caliban has fallen apart as now at random men are tagging themselves in to spite the other man.
They're just going on a full-out blitz against Buggy Wright. But now Buggy with the enziguri. But neither man is able to reach their tag partners.
As now Xtreme and Caliban are fighting for the tag. Xtreme just hit Caliban. Caliban just tripped up Xtreme, and Fury is left out to dry here as his partners are now brawling into the back. Thomas Xtreme, Bash, Caliban are getting into it. Buggy tags in number one.
And oh my God, it's a 3-on-1 handicap match.
You know what? Couldn't have happened to a nicer person.
As now, oh
And
my
the
God,
stunner.
Buggy.
We know what's about to happen, folks.
Buggy cutter.
Buggy cutter, and now Cam. Number one, I mean, that is confusing me.
And as a belated Valentine's Day gift, Dom, I'm going to let you do the honors.
No, please don't. I still don't know the lyrics.
Come on now. Come on, I believe in you. I believe in you. We're about to go to that special town.
Special town of you know where. Number one going crazy.
Walking on Memphis.
There we go. As now,
Goes for the pin. 1, 2, 3.
Here's your winners, the team of the XWW Hardcore Champion, Lil Panda, Buggy Wright, and
Number one, getting the semblance of revenge against a member of Money Enterprises.
but still, number one remains on the warpath against Money Enterprises, particularly Quest, who ruined his friendship of many years with Cam Jackson.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the XWW United States Championship.
Quite a bizarre setup we have here for this United States Championship matchup, Dom.
Definitely, especially with a special guest referee.
That is correct. Someone who have been on track to beating Ian Maxwell's record, but now he's in referee clothes.
Ladies and gentlemen, your special guest referee for the evening, the soon-to-be XWW Referee of the Year, Elliot Shock.
Elliot Shock wears many hats. He's been on this commentary table. He's been United States champion, and now he's about to be a referee.
The man has skills. It is a hard job being a commentator, and especially just sliding in day of. And he handled himself and composed himself way better than he had any right to.
That's now.
And that's just the talent of Elliot Shock.
But still, going to be a lot of mixed emotions for him. Jordan Holt had the title won, but James Johnson was able to steal the pin last month.
Yes, he was. So there's the untouchable Jordan Holt.
Introducing first, the challenger from Detroit, Michigan, weighing in at 165 pounds, the untouchable Jordan Holt.
is a former tag team champion XWW, still looking for that elusive singles gold.
Two-time former tag team champion Jordan Holt. And it's the one thing that's eluded him in his entire XWW career, Jack. Singles championships. Always the bridesmaid, never the bride. And what part will Elliott Shock play as a referee? Will he be fair? Will he be impartial? Who knows?
Well, he has no love for either man, and XWW faithful certainly don't have love for this man, the patriarch of the sports entertainment empire.
And his opponent from Columbia, South Carolina, weighing in at 215 pounds, he is the XWW United States Champion, the patriarch of sports entertainment, James Johnson!
James Johnson fitting nicely into that United States Championship belt. He had gone after it a few times over the years, and now has it in his possession.
Keys to victory for Johnson. He has to use those ignorant hands and feet. Keys to Jordan Holt's victory. He's got to use his speed and his agility to dodge out of those ignorant hands and feet of James Johnson.
But both men have to be wary of what biases Elliott Shock is going to have.
If I was Elliott Shock, I would be beside myself right now.
For Elliott Shock, it's probably going to be a question of, who do I hate more?
But also, facts. Look, and Shock lovingly looking at the title that he just lost a month ago.
Elliott Shock and that title were inseparable. Always bringing it with him to the commentary table. But every time someone walked by that table, they made a mean mug at him and pointed at that belt. Elliott Shock was always the hunted, and now he's back to being a hunter.
Well, right now he's a referee tonight as Johnson gets a wrist lock on Jordan Holt. And now Holt tries to counter, but Johnson gets a wrist lock applied again. Holt rolling through, showing that agility that I said he has to use early on. Dodges out of one vicious punch. Arm drags Johnson to the outside. Now Holt springboards on Johnson and lands on him to the outside.
And this will be good for Jordan Holt, getting James Johnson off his game early.
Extremely fast count by Shock. Elliott Shock was trying to speed run that count of 10 here.
Probably just didn't feel like getting out of the ring, as now Holt gets Johnson back in.
Holt looking at Elliott Shock. Needs to pay attention to Johnson, and so far thwarted Johnson at every turn. Oh! Hurricanrana by Holt. Beautiful drop kick.
And
now
remember, Johnson does have the advantage, so if there is some ticky-tacky disqualification, Johnson will still remain champion.
Holt getting physically assaulted by Shock. Shock is not impartial at all, folks.
He probably just has some of those early jitters. Listen, I know Elliott Shock.
The crowd is chanting, "Ref, you suck."
Look, Dom, not everyone is right about referees. They thought that the referees
no.
Oh my God.
Sorry to cut you off. Oh, Holt with a knee. Now both men on the apron. Blocks the super kick attempt. Pushes him almost into the ring post. Oh my God! You're a Nagi on the outside of the ring.
And now Jordan Holt is in a very sticky situation. But going
Johnson
back to the comments of these people,
telling Shock to count, and now Shock taking his good old sweet time.
But listen, it's not like People
Maybe
are
he
always
found it-
right about referees. People thought that the referees were favoring the Kansas City Chiefs, and what happened? Your precious Eagles mollywopped them.
No, they massacred them. But Shock may not be as impartial as I thought. He may also want to see both men get absolutely
One, two.
as I was saying, absolutely destroyed, and then pick apart the pieces like a vulture.
As now Johnson.
Senton by Johnson after that vicious combo. Goes for the pin. 2. Holt kicks out at 2. And now, Shock getting physical with Johnson. Wearing one of them Palmetto Boys shirts.
And Shock trying to play innocent here. And now, Holt. Oh, almost
Stops
collided
himself.
with Shock.
Stopped himself from colliding with Shock. Now both men are having a war of words here.
As now,
Johnson with a pin. 2. Holt gets a shoulder up, but is met with a knee. And Jordan Holt may be knocked out cold.
Johnson looking over his prey.
I mean, I want to know how James is going to feel a Shock as a referee, considering he hates Wolverine for some unknown reason.
As now, James Johnson suplex onto, or slam onto Holt. He's now marinating in the boos of the crowd. Johnson, ooh!
Big soccer kick, and it's good. Panthers need to sign James Johnson to a contract here.
1, 2, oh. As now,
Holt,
James
though,
Johnson,
fighting out the best he can. Landing some shots to the ribs of Johnson. Ooh. Got some separation finally. Johnson charging forward. Gets a boot to the jaw.
oh my
Now
God!
an enziguri to the back of the head.
Jordan Holt getting momentum. Beautiful drop kick.
Single leg drop kick to the jaw of James Johnson. And that is the opening Jordan Holt has needed.
But you can see Holt favoring his ribs there. Going for the pin.
Johnson gets a shoulder up at 2.
Jordan Holt dealing with a lot of pain in his midsection there. Johnson now, fireman's carry position. As now,
Holt blocked it. Elbows to the back of the head almost. But now, Johnson makes Holt eat crap on that rope. And Jordan Holt may have had all the oxygen just knocked out of him.
we've now got Johnson with a chop to Holt's chest there. His chest and ribs have gone through the ringer today. As now,
But Holt with an arm drag on the Johnson.
beautiful work by Jordan Holt. As now,
Oh, but now he's got that submission on
oh my God!
Johnson!
Oh my God! Is Johnson gonna tap?
In the middle of the ring, Jordan Holt may become the new United States champion.
Elliott Shock checking in on Johnson.
But now he's pinned too.
And Holt forced to give up the submission.
Johnson's showing the ring awareness by pinning Holt.
Oh!
Oh! Wicked move by Johnson. Shining Wizard by Johnson goes for the pin.
1, 2, no.
Holt kicks out at 2.
Holt now.
But he
Trying to
gets
go for a
caught by
hold-on.
Johnson. Blue Thunderball by Johnson goes for the pin. 2.
No.
And Holt kicks out at 3. I get the feeling the slow counts by Shock is not an act of favoritism. He wants both of these men to beat the ever-loving hell out of each other and then pick apart the pieces at a future date.
I mean, this is certainly a valuable scouting opportunity for Elliott Shock, but Johnson reminding Shock who's the champion.
And now, Johnson with the belt, calling for it. He might use this just to get himself disqualified here, taking the coward's way out.
Elliott Shock,
West, if you ask me.
You're not going to do that with
and
my
now
belt.
Shock grabs the belt. Fair and impartial Elliott Shock is from time to time.
He probably didn't want James Johnson. Oh, my God! Stealing something from his playbook.
But Holt drop
Using the
kick
belt as a
Johnson
weapon.
onto Jordan. And now Shock looking angrily at the belt. Oh my God! And Jordan Holt gets hit with the belt. And Elliott Shock is looking in horror
That was
at the
meant for
sight that he just
Johnson.
made.
Elliott Shock realized that he messed up. As now Johnson, 1, 2, 3.
Here's your winner, and still your XWW United States Champion, James Johnson.
Elliott Shock tried as hard as he could to stay impartial, but James Johnson just got under his skin too much. And despite Shock's effort, James Johnson still your United States champion.
And Shock now has to look in the mirror real hard at the monster that he just created in James Johnson when he hit Jordan Holt with that belt.
And Shock tried to help up Jordan Holt. Holt, though, looks as though he's not too receptive of Shock's olive branch.
The following tag team match is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the XWW Tag Team Championships.
XWW Tag Team Championships on the line. XLG.
Introducing first, the challengers. They are the team of G-Money and Gemstone, XLG.
If you're not familiar with XLG, they are the FWE Tag Team Champions. And when they acquired those belts, they beat former Raw Resistance from WWE to get that belt. Now, they are also the MATW Tag Team Champions as well. They just came back from Germany defending those championships, making these belts, as they like to say, worldwide. On top of a very brief history here, their first match as a tag team was at the Crockett Cup 23. G-Money and Gemstone have been making waves since then. And they would love nothing more than to bring home XWW Tag Team Gold tonight here at Love Hate Tragedy at Lenny Boy Brewing Company. And don't forget, if you're watching on XtremeTVOnline.com, $4.99 a month, first 5 days are free. What are you waiting for? As now our tag team champions.
And their opponents, representing Money Enterprises, the team of the Gifted One, Yaya, and Fast as Hell, Ian Maxwell.
They beat Whiskey Business for those belts. And ever since then, the team I've been calling Gifted as Hell has been running roughshod over XWW Tag Division to the point that when Maxwell was laid up for a month or two, they called in Rayhan Antaeus, the cream pie poppy himself, who transformed into the much more monstrous version of Montana Black to defend those belts. But tonight we got Yaya, the gifted one, Ian Maxwell, fast as hell, gifted as hell as I call them, representing Money Enterprises, the XWW Tag Team Champions.
Certainly should be an exciting matchup here, Dom. You can see the new life that's been breathed into Ian Maxwell, but there's a darkness to it. The hideous actions that Money Enterprises have been committing all these months.
When it comes to Money Enterprises, their current lineup, I can't blame Yaya and Ian for being part of them. Ian had a horrific 2024. JP Lehman, we all know what he is. He doesn't fake it. He doesn't lie to us. Luke Fury is young and dumb, doesn't know any better. Quest is a sellout. Manny-Mac is always a POS, if you know what I mean. And who else is lined up with Money Enterprises? Where did I get the whole cacophony of idiots? 2025 is a year where I call it like I see it, folks. No fear from Dom Douglas. Right now, Gemstone and G-Money getting heated with Yaya and Ian Maxwell. Ian and Yaya leave the ring.
And our timekeeper, the crowd is so loud, the timekeeper can't even hear Luis's calls for the bell.
This place is packed.
We are packed like sardines here at Letty Boy Brewing Company. Dom and I are the only people in this building with leg room.
Folks, I don't know if you could see it from previous shows. They even moved the guardrails closer to the ring because we knew we were going to have way more people in here than we did last month.
I had to park in the street like a peasant.
Oh, God.
It was awful. Knowing this neighborhood, I'm likely to get carjacked.
Live and learn.
And
As
now,
you said, I'm from Southeast Kensington. I've seen a thing or two in my day.
so now we got Fast as Hell Ian Maxwell and G-Money in the ring. Ian Maxwell's got a lot of bark because he had the bite against G-Money.
Look, Ian Maxwell's had the longest United States Championship reign. The man's got a pedigree about him. The man's got a skill set about him. He is fast as hell for a reason.
Got control of that waist.
Now control of the neck and head of G-Money. Knee to the ribs. Maxwell with a go behind attempt. G-Money showing his power here. G-Money and Gemstone need to play the power game against gifted as hell Maxwell and Yaya. They need to do wrist lock now by Money. G-Money, I mean, sorry. Maxwell with a shot to the ribs. Ducks the clothesline attempt.
Oh my God!
Eats a shoulder block in return.
G-Money is a brick wall against Ian Maxwell.
Maxwell with a leapfrog.
Oh my God!
And now he's going to be hitting the high note. G-Money, neck breaker on Maxwell.
Trying to get under Yaga's skin here.
And it's a perfect play. Disrupt the tag team, get them off their flow. And right now G-Money has done that as Gemstone is now tagged in. Directing traffic is Gemstone. Bouncing Maxwell off the
Oh my God!
Big drop kick by Gemstone.
Beautiful!
That man got some height.
Gemstone going for the pin, but no.
Hornets, sign this man.
Too little, too late at this point, Dom. And now.
I have no idea. It took me a hot minute to figure out what Charlotte's basketball team was.
We used to have a ladies team. They were called the Sting.
But Maxwell with a chop to the throat of Gemstone stops that momentum. And now has a side headlock on Gemstone. But Gemstone showing his power, picking Maxwell up. Caught Maxwell mid-air.
Oh my God. Beautiful vertical suplex.
Big suplex, and I see it. Goes for a pin. Yaya breaks up the pin just in time as Maxwell kicks out, but I see a sign. G-Money means game over. This crowd is ravenous tonight here at Lenny Boy Brewing Company. If you've never been to an XWW show live, please come out.
We will be returning to the Wax on Tap House soon. Oh!
We will be at Carolina Beer Temple, Wax on Tap House, and Lenny Boy Brewing Company all throughout 2025.
And you can see our schedule events on our Facebook page. And once again, thank you to everyone watching on XtremeTVOnline.com. $4.99 a month, first 5 days are free, as Yaya was able to break up that pinfall. And Julius reprimanding him.
Best $5 you can spend a month. I have been a subscriber, paying subscriber, for 3 years now, Jack.
We got to tell management, though, we're supposed to get that free.
I don't care. That's how much I believe in the product. But Yaya breaks up G-Money's attempt at an up and over. Oh! Maxwell with a chop to the knee of G-Money.
And see, that's that sort of dirty play there that you didn't used to see from Maxwell. And man,
and now
Yaya is letting out a ton of pent-up anger.
Is incensed, trying to get in the ring as the referee stops him.
Yaya viciously attacking the knee of G-Money. And for a big guy like that, attacking the knees is a death sentence.
Especially a man of the power and size of the gifted one, Yaya.
As Yaya, oh my Lord.
Think about all that maximum pressure landing on the side of your knee, Jack. My knees are tweaked out just looking at it.
As now Yaya
going for a figure 4?
He is a proud Charlotte boy, that's for true.
But G-Money was able to punch out of it, but unfortunately is on the receiving end of another Yaya crashing into the side of your knee, potentially blowing out an ACL and MCL, and now a leg drop on the leg by Maxwell. And they came in, the gifted as hell, came in with a game plan tonight, Jack. G-Money desperately needs to tag in Gemstone.
But he is miles away.
If they want to add to their hardware,
and
which
again,
is numerous.
Maxwell just going for that knee. And Maxwell himself knows how much a knee injury can cost so much out of your career. Maxwell missing nearly a year of bookings because of a devastating knee injury.
And I was there when it happened. It happened right in front of me, Jack. And ever since then, it was like a curse was on Maxwell. And the only way he was able to lift it was to become part of Money Enterprise.
Oh my God! G-Money.
Which is why I will never blame Maxwell for aligning himself with Money Enterprises. As Yaya continues to damage the knee of G-Money here.
Looking to... Oh, Lord! G-Money might have to leave in a wheelchair. At the very least, he's going to have a limp for several weeks.
I have a limp just looking at this, Jack.
I'm limp 24/7 in a different part of my body.
Actually, I had my hip replaced. I always limp. As now Yaya playing dirty here.
And Yaya has been single-mindedly focused on the knees of G-Money.
To the credit of our tag team champions, they have. They have been focused on G-Money's knee for the better part of the last 5 minutes. But G-Money with a desperation! Uranagi!
And think about how much pressure that put on his lower body, just lifting Ya up like that.
Sidewalk slam, Uranagi, whatever you want to call it. G-Money, desperation might pay off, Jack.
Gemstone begging and pleading, dancing for that tag.
Yaya tags Ian. Gemstone tagged in. Gemstone taking out Ian. Taking out Yaya.
Gemstone.
Clothesline to Maxwell. Boot to the gut of Yaya. And now is he going to be able to get the big man up there? Right, yes, he does!
Gemstone looking to be the final piece of the Queen City's crown here. Going up for a power bomb. Buckle bomb.
Follows it up with a belly of overhead suplex. Goes for the pin. We have
New champions. Oh, Yaya breaks it up.
Yaya just broke up what would have been their end of being tag team champions here at XWW.
And what a huge, scary run that was for Gemstone.
But now Yaya back in the ring with Gemstone.
Maxwell's life was flashing before his eyes there, as Yaya now
takes G-Money off the apron.
Regains control of the situation, but I think that just made G-Money mad.
That is a man you do not want to tick off, if you know what I mean. Referee.
And now Maxwell
Julius doing
still
his best
taken out.
Julius, the referee, is doing his best to keep composure here.
Yaya was trying to play peacemaker, but they weren't biting.
Nope, they ain't having it. Yaya breaks up, stops his momentum.
Oh my God!
Lowers the rope. G-Money's escalated out to the outside.
And the way Yaya had that scouted in his quickness.
Oh my
super
God! Kick by G-Money.
Curry. Sorry. And now, oh my God! Losing Ian Maxwell as a meteor projectile.
Giant Meteora. And now, Maxwell dragging Gemstone to the middle of the ring. And what in the hell is Yaya about to do? Maxwell dives to the outside, but he's caught by G-Money. Oh! Senton by Yaya! Goes to the pin. G-Money breaks up the pin after he deposited Maxwell to the apron, and Maxwell could be out of commission. G-Money with a shot to Yaya. Yaya fires back in return. Both men now brawling in the middle of the ring. Two stallions here going at it. Money directing traffic to Gemstone.
Oh my God! Total elimination!
Their version of it goes to the pin. We have a new champ too! Yaya kicks out at 2, and I don't know how the hell he did it, Jack!
Gotta take lessons from Perry Satter and John Cronus if you want to do it right. And Lord.
Total elimination! Sorry, had to do it.
Yep.
My Joey Styles came out there. Gemstone tagging in G-Money. Ian is nowhere to be found. Yaya's left on his own.
Gemstone signaling for the end here.
And this could be the end of the title reign.
Fireman's carry.
Money gets Yaya up.
But Yaya, he's too big.
And both members of XLG collide into each other.
G-Money was not able to hold him up.
Ripcord. Oh! Spinebuster neckbreaker combo goes for the pin.
Gifted as hell retain.
Here's your winners, and still your XWW Tag Team Champions, the team of the Gifted One, Yaya, and Fast as Hell, Ian Maxwell.
There were some stops and starts early on in their run, but it looks like the Gifted as Hell have really come together with their cohesion and chemistry, and they might be darn near unstoppable as tag team champions.
At this point, let's think about it, folks. They didn't do anything dirty to win. They played within the rules. They are still the champions. Also, to the credit, I can't believe I'm saying this, Money Enterprises, the rest of them nowhere to be found in this match.
But man, what powerhouses performances we saw from Gemstone and G-Money. But Gifted as Hell had a game plan. They attacked mercilessly the knees of G-Money and were able to render him inert.
Contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the XWW Women's Championship. Introducing first, the challenger from Star City. She is the stunner, Emily J.
Emily J, once again, with an opportunity to become women's champion, has come up short in the past, but each time she comes here, she gets more and more fans in XWW, so maybe the momentum is finally on her side.
Emily Jade is unstoppable, too cold to hold, as she was telling me in the back, and she is more than ready for the XWW Women's Champion tonight.
She is certainly no stranger to our champion. Out of all the opponents that Brittany Jade has faced in XWW, this one she's probably had the most familiarity with. So it'll be interesting to see what each woman brings as far as strategy goes. And Dom, don't take it personally. Brittany J doesn't like you, she doesn't like anyone.
And her opponent from 13 minutes down the road, she is the XWW Women's Champion, Emily J's favorite wrestler, Brittany Jade.
Brittany Jade ended the year-long reign of Danny Moe at Winter Bash 2024 with the help of a buff Frosty. Nevertheless, she is now the face of the women's division here in XWW.
And Brittany Jade, whether you like her, which I can't believe if you do, if you hate her, which most of this crowd here does, you can't deny she's got a skill set in the ring that is translated to championship after championship after championship wherever she goes. And ever since beating Danny Moe at Winter Bash, she's made a couple of statements.
Absolutely. Last month was able to viciously defeat Leah Knight to retain her title. But yet,
that cantankerous attitude she has, where she hates everybody and everything, has worked out well for her, if you ask me.
And Brittany Jade, very used to the mind games, but so is Emily J.
And can we shout out our referee for this match? Yo-Yo.
Oh, yeah? Is she single, ready to mingle?
That I could not confirm.
Okay.
At the time when I said that, she was. How the heck do you remember that, Jack?
I was just overhearing your conversation.
I was like, you weren't even in the booth with me yet. But folks, I cannot stress enough, XWW Love Hate Tragedy, Lenny Boy Brewing Company. Look at, hear this.
Brittany Jade not taking kindly. Brittany Jade in the Lion's Den, but trying to remind people who the real champion is. Brittany Jade very covetous of that object, of the Women's Championship.
She had been seeking it for almost a year. And now she finally has it. It's kind of like the One Ring of Gollum. It's her precious.
And last month, it was Brittany Jade's effective use of attacks on the knee that incapacitated Leah Knight. We'll see what she does here with Emily Jade.
And here's the thing, both competitors, as you alluded to earlier, Jack, are very familiar
Absolutely.
with each other. So there's plenty of game tape both of them can look up. But also cognitive memory will kick in as Jade kicks the ribs and smacks Emily Jade. Paying for the Fortnite pose and now paying for it dearly.
I pay dearly every time I play Fortnite. I'm not good, so I need to pay for skins.
Oh! Goes for a pin. We can have an early upset here. Kick out at one by Brittany Jade. Full disclosure, both competitors have the same starting last letter of their name. It's going to confuse the ever-loving you-know-what out of me. As Brittany Jade showing her mean streak here.
I don't know about you, Dom, but I have the names of Emily Jade and Brittany Jade in spades.
It's one letter that separates them, Jack.
As now,
but here's the thing. Here's how you can tell the difference. Jade is a vicious human being.
absolutely. Now
Jay
Brittany,
plays by the rules, plays fair. Fair play, camaraderie. Jade, by any means necessary.
and I think that's what gives her the advantage, even though this crowd firmly behind the stunner.
And the mean streak here of Jade cannot be denied.
As now, Brittany Jade trying to choke the life out of Emily J. Brittany saying that she has till 5.
And now just playing fast and loose with the rules here, Jack. Jade, running start, bouncing off the ropes. Oh, good Lord. And Jay may be out. Goes
Going
for the pin. Jay kicks out at 2. Back of the head, violently slamming into the ring.
And that's, I think, her strategy. It's just going to knock Emily's lights out.
I think we all need a bacchiotomy after that one.
As now Brittany,
Suplex by Jade on the J. Goes for the pin.
She wants to leave Emily J flat as a board for that pinfall.
Brittany Jade would love nothing more than to finish Emily Jade clean in the middle of the ring.
But I think it's also a statement she wants to make.
Yes.
In terms of being an ex-WWE Women's Champion, Brittany has said that she wants to defend this title at every ex-WWE show.
Ow!
She wants to carry this division on her back, but in her own terms.
But Jade gets out of the way from Jade, and now supplying chops of her own. Jade, what has Jade got in mind? Roll through pin.
Going for a pin? No.
Kick out at 2 by Jay. Kick to the jaw, lands flush on the button of Brittany Jade.
And man, I'm just looking over this vast crowd.
I did too, Jack. Not gonna lie. As both competitors are able to get up on a count, and now it's a slugfest in the middle of the ring.
You can feel this animosity that Brittany has toward Emily J. Emily J. Gaining clout recently, making a lot of friends in this industry. Brittany's been keeping her nose to the grindstone, though, trying to keep pace with the stunner.
And hits an enziguri on the Jade, our women's champ. And Brittany Jade is in deep trouble here, Jack.
Absolutely. Gaining ahead of steam here. Got her caught up in the corner.
Sweeps the leg. Oh!
As now, Emily J going for the pinfall. Do we have a new women's champion? We do
And
not.
Jade gets a shoulder up at 2, Jack. And Brittany Jade with a roll through. Kick out by Jay. And now Brittany with a belly to back suplex goes for the pin.
Going for the pinfall, but no.
Jay with a shoulder up at 2. I sometimes think that when it comes to these type of matches, especially when you're going up against Brittany Jade, it's how much can you withstand when it comes to damage.
And now, jawbreaker from Emily J. Oh my God!
Like that, and the tooth may have been cut loose.
That was like a chorus line kick there. As now,
But now,
Emily
what has
J.
Jay got in mind? Oh my God! Frankensteiner by Jay on the Jade.
Emily J looking. Don't give her too much time, Emily.
Oh! And we
And that might just knock her out for good.
2!
No!
And Jade gets a shoulder up at 2.
Incredible. Emily J beside herself. She really thought that was the one.
Now Jay arguing with Yo-Yo here. Was that 3? It unfortunately was 2. Jade got a shoulder up at 2.
That's now
setting up in a full Nelson. But now Jade, slams into the referee. And now she grabs the belt. Ducks out of it.
And now,
Oh no.
Oh my God!
Oh no.
Shades of Poppy.
No, not like this. Not like this. Yo-Yo, she didn't do it, Yo-Yo. She didn't do it.
Emily J trying to plead her case.
No!
Oh my God!
And Brittany Jade Eddie Guerrero's herself.
Here's your winner by disqualification, and still your XWW Women's Champion, Brittany J.
We just saw one of the greatest miscarriages of justice in XWW history.
It was the greatest miscarriage since last month when Brittany Jade played an excellent game of possum against Leah Knight and the referee, and now she pays tribute to Eddie Guerrero, who won the WWE Championship 21 years ago this month. Oh my God!
And now stomping her in the middle of the ring.
Hey, wait a minute.
Who's that? Is that? That is Mila Johnson
From Sports Entertainment Empire.
coming in to save Emily J from Brittany Jade.
Now this is quite a development. Last
is a
time Mila and Emily were in the ring together, Mila turned her back on Emily to reunite with Sports Entertainment Empire.
But sometimes the enemy of my enemy is my friend. And folks, Mila Johnson, Emily Jade, Jay, temporary allies here when it comes to the brutality of Brittany Jade.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the XWW Heavyweight Championship.
I'm sorry, I gotta stand up on my seat. If y'all want to call me a ripoff of Pat McAfee, be my guest.
Introducing first, the challenger from Fort Mill, South Carolina, weighing in at 235 pounds, Heath Slater!
I needed to check the audience here, Jack. We are jam-packed at Lenny Boy Brewing Company. As Heath, I got kids. I'm a one-man band. Slater in the house.
And Heath would love nothing more than to wrangle the XWW Championship from the greasy palms of Quest.
The biggest sellout in XWW history, if you ask me.
And whereas Quest sold out, Heath has bought in to XWW and its loving fans.
And Heath, at the moment, is one of our best shots here. He is not unknown at XWW. This is his 4th or 5th appearance, and always has been an exact opposite aligned with Money Enterprises. Yay!
And it was actually one of Heath's initial matches in XWW where he tagged with the man now called Number One and Quest.
And his opponent, accompanied to the ring by manny-mac from Charlotte, North Carolina, weighing in at 235 pounds, he is Mr. OMG. He is the Reaper of the Ring, and he is the real XWW Heavyweight Champion, Quest!
Our champion coming out looking like one of your fantasy games, Dom.
The Reaper of Souls is also, look, I know all of Money Enterprises know what I thought of them because this man has probably told them everything, Jack. You and Quest got in the ring and he messed you up.
Well, it's good to know at least that XWW, the faithful, recognize Quest for who he is. And I had him scouted the whole time, but no one gives me the credit for that.
And I wish I listened to you, Jack. If I knew how much of a piece of Quest was, I would have been right there with you. But now, the thing that gets me is I've been in this man's house, I've drank beer with him, I've had food with him, I've broken bread with him, and I've told him how I feel about Money Enterprises, Jack. And I've said some pretty damning things about Money Enterprises. So now I have to look over my shoulder every time I walk out of my house. Because I don't know if I'm about to get jumped by these pieces of crap of Money Enterprises because of all the shit I talked about them. Yeah, I swore. I don't care.
We've got a GCW title match coming up, Dom. It's okay. We can, whatever.
No, I'm paid to use my words. I'm sorry to the audience that had to hear me swear. It's going to happen 1 or 2 more times throughout the rest of the night. But
at Quest, staring down Heath Slater. Heath Slater looking confident. Got a spring in his step. The manny-mac.
This is for the Heavyweight Championship here at XWW. Sorry to sidetrack and derail things, Jack.
Not at all. And Heath looking to add a heavyweight championship in the Carolinas to his resume.
The worst part about Quest is he thinks he's the hero in this whole saga.
I'm not sure if that's
saving. He thinks he's saving XWW, Jack.
Well, yes, he wanted to be a full-time champion, a luxury that we had not had in the past. But the way he's gone about doing it
Oh, now look at this.
has just rubbed people the wrong way, to put it mildly. And Quest coming out with a full head of steam here. This is not going to be a cardio classic, folks. This is war here in XWW.
I've shaken Heath's hand plenty of times. It swallows mine. So does Quest. So these guys have hit hard, throw hard, slam hard.
As now Quest laying it into Heathy baby.
Bouncing him off the ropes in this ring, but Heath with a clothesline out of the corner and follows it up with another one. Oh! Swinging kick, and Quest leaving the ring, almost tripping up our referee. Yo, baby, what's up?
Heath Slater, I mean, he made his career in the land of the Giants. He is not unfamiliar with the types of Quest. Manny-Mac trying to massage Quest. I don't like your technique, Manny. I think you need to take a class.
Why don't we ask the Patriots CEO?
And folks, Heath Slater had enough of this tomfoolery. Now, using the guardrail on Quest.
And now going after Manny-Mac, who runs away like the coward bitch he is.
And Heath brawling on the outside.
Slams Quest's head into the ring apron.
In the same spot where Quest slammed my head, incidentally.
Strong punch by Heath. Even Manny-Mac is recoiling in horror.
Oh!
Quest
Kick to the gut! A punch to the gut, rather.
Shot to the ribs. Levels Heath. And look, Quest has power. You know that, Jack. Out of the two of us, you've been in the ring with him.
Absolutely. I was very, 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 very sore for a number of months after that match, which you can watch on XtremeTVOnline.com.
$4.99 a month. First 5 days are free. As now Heath once again slams Quest's head into the ring apron. Maybe knock some sense into him, please.
Extreme Heatweight 2024 for those asking. As now, Heath.
And you may say Quest is trying to save XWW, but the man made his own belt in his image.
I think Quest is like a lot of people. He thinks that what's good for him is what's good for XWW.
The ego is outrageous on this man, and I can't believe I fell for his friendship.
It's still an eerie sight to see Manny-Mac and Quest, two rivals of 20 years on the same page. What sorcery did Manny-Mac whisper into Quest's ears to get him to abandon 20 years of being a fan favorite?
Money and being the first ever two-time XWW heavyweight champion. That's all it took, Jack.
I still can't believe it. Just a year ago, Quest lost his job thanks to Manny-Mac.
And you. No, you got him hired back. That's right.
Yeah. Yeah, I was like, did I suddenly turn into Jeff Reed? I didn't do anything.
Sorry, Money Enterprises just ticks me off. And I apologize, Jack, about that. I really do.
And listen, I tried to end Quest for good, but I learned the hard way that I did not have the facilities for that.
Not gonna lie, looking at the right now, if I could go back in time, I kind of wish you did.
Yeah. Coulda, woulda, shoulda.
But Heath slamming Quest face first into that ring post.
And now finally we get back into the ring here. As now, Heathy baby in the ring, but Quest able to crotch him on the middle rope. Heath is not going to be having kids for some time. Not like he needs any more. As now Quest stalking his prey. Laying it into Heath. Quest now in full control here. Going for a vertical suplex. Oh my God! You could feel the ring shake there. Quest looking over a disheveled Heath Slater. Heath is in a world of trouble here. Oh my God! And that kick went right to Quest's jaw as Heath now finally getting some momentum here. Going for the Irish whip, but Quest able to reverse it. Oh, big meaty clothesline, and there was spit flying all over the ring as manny-mac doing a stupid little dance on the outside. Quest now back in control here. Aiming for the, and manny-mac calling for him to end it. Surely this is not how it ends for a former WWE Tag Team Champion. Heath, I've seen you tussle with the likes of Vader, with The Undertaker, with Kane. You've got more fight in you, boy! Wow! Elbow drop. Quest going for the pin. No luck.
Heath with a shoulder up at 2. And Quest looking very angry right now.
Quest thought that he could punch in, beat Heath, and punch out. But Heath's too resilient for that.
It's not going to be an easy day at the office for Quest, especially with Heath Slater.
And what in the world is Quest doing?
I have never seen this from this man before. But Heath, oh!
And there's probably a reason why!
Rocks him in the jaw twice.
Quest in a dangerous spot here! But Quest trying to block it. Heath got it! Oh my God!
But that may have taken as much out of Heath as it did Quest.
And you can see the panic in manny-mac's face, in his body. He knows that his meal ticket is in grave danger.
His centerpiece is in danger of dropping the title to Heath Slater.
Heathy baby putting his dukes up.
His dad bod is on point, as the shirt says, laying into Quest.
We're seeing a bar fight here in Lenny Boy Brewing Company, but Quest, oh, high knee from Heath Slater.
And we could see the collapse of Quest's title run here at XWW.
Get the trophy shelf ready, kids. Daddy's bringing home a new belt. Clothesline. And the one-man band is revved up. The amp is up to 11.
And Quest can barely defend himself. Heath ducks that.
Oh!
By Heath, goes for a pin.
Here we go, new champion!
Quest gets a shoulder up at 2.
Heath confirming that it was not 3.
Our referee Yo-Yo doing a phenomenal job here at the semi-main event between Quest and Heath for the XWW Heavyweight Championship. As now Heath lining up Quest.
Now wait a minute, there's Manny!
Piece of crap manny-mac.
Manny's put his hands on Heath. And wait a minute!
Oh, Journey's end, but no, Heath blocks out of it. Numerous elbows to the temple of Quest. Face first.
Heathy baby, oh!
Do we have a new XWW Heavyweight Champion?
1, 2, no!
Quest gets his shoulder up at 2 somehow.
Shades of Nick Nemeth there. Heath wasn't able to get the job done there.
The tension in the air is palpable. You can cut it with a knife. As both men clothesline each other down. And a referee is left no choice, checking on both men here.
And wait a minute, what's manny-mac got there? As now, referee counting these men out. What in the world has Manny got up his sleeve?
Does he have brass knucks on him?
I think he does.
He's Mick had enough of this.
Wait a minute, what's
distracting?
Manny,
sliding
that's workplace
the
harassment. Manny, you don't want to get sued here.
Manny, you don't. Yo-Yo will kick your ass, and I hope she does, Manny. But Quest with the brass knucks. Oh, come on!
Typical Quest behavior. 1, 2,
and Yo-Yo sees the brass knucks. Yo-Yo admonishing Quest.
Quest, in his infinite wisdom, forgot to ditch the evidence.
Old age is getting to Quest, I feel, as Yo-Yo's calling for the match here.
Ladies and gentlemen, here's your winner by disqualification, Heath Slater!
Get your hands off of Yo-Yo, Quest!
And still, your ex-WW Heavyweight Champion, Quest!
And Money Enterprises now slides into the ring.
And Luke Fury, I guess he's 18, he can now dress like a tramp.
Heath is now in the ring with Manny Quest. As Quest levels him again, Manny rips the belt out of Yo-Yo's hand. Luke Fury's in there. And now Quest shoving Yo-Yo. Okay, Quest, I see you as the human being that you is. And now referee Julie is
oh my God,
to try to stop this.
Typical Money Enterprises behavior. And now coming out trying
to get in. And now he gets slugged in the face.
Someone's got to do something here.
He's got that, I guess, cosplay Reaper Scythe or whatever.
He's about to reap what he's sown. Literally.
Oh, come on! That's a sledgehammer!
The sledgehammer! Oh, no! Quest, come on,
man!
Come on!
Look!
Quest!
I know you've aligned yourself with these men. This is not the way you go about this.
And here comes Insane!
And
the commissioner calling out XWW! Quest! Stop! Stop! Stop!
And now Insane and Quest fighting over it. Insane saying no. Quest and Insane fight.
Oh my God!
Oh no!
Our commissioner just got.
I don't think that happened. I don't think that was supposed to happen, Jack. Insane just got hit in the face with the sledgehammer.
Oh my God!
No!
Oh,
Insane!
Wait a. Folks, Dom Douglas checking in on our commissioner, Insane. Oh, stop this! Stop this! Someone get the goddamn officials out here!
Ladies and gentlemen, you are looking at 3 pieces of shit in the ring right now. Yeah.
Dom, you're not. Dom. It's fine. Doc. Folks, this is a scary sight. Someone's got to get in there. Oh my God, Insane's bleeding. Insane is bleeding.
And Buggy have come to the savior, to the aid of Quest, of Insane, and Quest still in the ring.
Thank God for number one coming out. Oh my God.
But Quest still has that damn sledgehammer. Oh my God! Reaper of Souls, Reaper my ass. Oh my God! No!
You son of a bitch!
I had you pegged all along! I had you pegged all along! Shut up! You shut up!
As now Quest got Cam up for the end. Journey's end. Doesn't matter. This is disgusting. This is just vile. This isn't what XWW is.
I can't. And Quest now coming with that sledgehammer. No, man. I can't.
This vile piece of garbage, this piece of human filth called Quest.
This is the type of shit that makes me mad, Jack, about Money Enterprises. For years, I've been on their asses about this. A total disregard, not just for human life, human compassion, but being decent human beings. None of these men know what it is to be a decent human being, Jack.
I'm a loss for words at this point, Dom Douglas.
Insane has been busted wide open with a sledgehammer shot. Cam Jackson's been hit with that same sledgehammer.
I need a drink of water.
Please go, while you can. Get that camera on me. Yeah, I'm directing traffic here. Cam and Buggy are okay, but Money Enterprises, they can kiss my ass. And you wanna know why? Because it's stuff like this. I don't care what repercussions are gonna come my way, Dom Douglas. But as of tonight, at Love Hate Tragedy 2025, I am done trying to even amend or defend anything Quest, Luke Fury, manny-mac, and the rest of Money Enterprises do. Now, if you want to get the camera back on them pieces of crap, you know what to do. Because right now, I am incensed. This is bullshit, and all three of you know it.
And now, it is time for the main event of the evening!
I can't even get excited. I can't even get excited for this main event, Dom Douglas, as he prepares something off screen because of what this man represents. And yes, there's certainly some applause for JP Lehman, but until he severs ties with Money Enterprises, I cannot physically cheer for this man. They all have the stain of what just happened. And the idea of the GCW World Championship, a belt that's been held by the likes of Nick Gage, by John Moxley, by Masha Slamovich.
Nick effing Gage, you get it right.
Just the idea of that belt being in the hands of Money Enterprises makes me sick to my stomach.
Folks, the electricity in the air cannot be denied. JP Lehman is one of the rising stars of 2024, if not going to be a rising star in 2025. This man has a complete package. He can get it done in the ring. He's a Wall Street fat cat. He can hit the stock bottom at any moment and become the new, and I can't believe I'm about to say this, GCW heavyweight champion. But what a mountain he has to climb. Now he's getting into the crowd here that he has. I can't believe JP Lehman here at XWW has a fan section, but
JP Lehman really proved himself in the ring in 2024. That can't be denied.
Three-cup Lehman, ITV champion.
And the Wrestler of the Year for 2024.
I can't deny the greatness that is JP Lehman. And remember, folks, this is a stock market street fight.
But I still just can't get over the actions of Money Enterprises. And really,
I'm going to try to refocus myself and become a fan again.
Hopefully this man can help us, can give us some good old-fashioned catharsis. Let's walk the yellow brick road together.
Let's just bask in the glory. Former XWW Hardcore Champion, now GCW Champion, Game Changer Wrestling Champion, Jack. Did you think in 2025 this was on our flippin' bingo card?
And this was not planned. Effie really came in for the clutch for us after Joey Janela had to pull due to emergency shoulder surgery.
Please get better, Joey Janela. I'm praying for you, thoughts and all that other stuff. But right now, in this moment, at Lenny Boy Brewing Company, the weapon of SaaS destruction himself, Electric, fantastic, and F.U. Effie. This, I can't believe is happening at XWW. And folks, we're only in February.
And once more, let's listen to this capacity crowd here at Lenny Boy.
The following contest is a stock market street fight. The rules of this match: there are no countouts, no disqualifications,
and the only way to win is via pin or submission. And for the first time ever in XWW history, it is for the Game Changer Wrestling World Heavyweight Championship! Introducing first, the challenger. Weighing in at 80% equities and 20% fixed income, standing at too big to fail, he is the Waxhaw, Matthews, and Queen City Cup winner from Wall Street. This is J.P. Lehman!
Remember when he used to catch his balls, Jack?
It seems like forever ago.
Speaking of balls and the man with the biggest cojones here at Lenny Boy, we're about to introduce the GCW Heavyweight Champion. J.P. Lehman basking in the glory here at the main event here at Love Hate Tragedy, I might add.
The air is electric.
And his opponent, he is the Game Changer Wrestling World Heavyweight Champion. This is Athene.
Folks, my notes are put away. Jack, let's just sit back and have fun with this one.
Let's
After
hope.
the BS that happened last time. Oh my God, the GCW title is right in front of me.
I'm like Patrick Stark. Touch.
I'm not touching it. I know better, but I'm gonna take a picture of it dead ass.
It was around Blake Christian's waist.
This is the coolest shit ever, Jack. I know I swore, and I'm not supposed to. I don't care. I'm about to call GCW World Champion matchup here. JP Lehman, Effie. XWW, Love Hate Tragedy, Lenny Boy Brewing Company. Here we go.
We're no Dave Prazak and Veda Scott, but we'll try.
Folks, the mind games between Effie and JP Lehman already begin. Funny enough, JP Lehman has his own section. Oh!
I've never seen someone use crumpled up newspaper as a protective cup.
Anything goes here as JP.
Wolverine only here to count the pin.
Or a submission.
Yep.
That's it. No rules, no regulations, no nothing. It's going to get violent here, folks.
I could definitely hear, though, dueling sections here.
Yes.
JP definitely has his fans. He is the home team here. But if you look at the size of the crowd, you know that a lot of people are here to see Effie.
And Effie gets fooled again by JP Lehman. Be careful what you wish for, JP. You might just get it. You'll love to see it, folks.
To paraphrase American Psycho, I wonder if JP was part of that Yale thing.
It. JP bouncing Effie off the ropes and goes out of the rolls out, and Effie is infuriated at JP Lehman. Effie wants to keep this in the ring to out-wrestle JP Lehman. As I said
Something
before,
tells me that's not going to last very long, Dom.
as I said before, here's the thing. JP was preparing for Joey Janela all up until this week. And unfortunately, Janela has surgery this week. Get better soon, Mr. Janela. But what a replacement match we have here.
I'm sure JP isn't complaining. He has the chance to win the biggest professional wrestling title on the independent scene.
And JP with a side headlock. Sorry, I'm tongue-tied here.
But oh my God.
Effie's showing his power, picking him up, bouncing him off the ropes. And both men collide into each other, and neither man relenting.
Effie treating people tickets to the gun show. Oh!
Basement drop kick by JP Lehman, and that may have destroyed Effie's knee.
JP flexing on his own. Might rip at the seams of that Hugo Boss shirt.
Leapfrog by Effie. Little bump and grind. And JP stops himself dead in his tracks before Effie can have a little fun. Look, we have gone past PG-13 for this match. Get on your knees, JP, come on. Oh, kick to the jaw. JP happy with himself after that one. Directing traffic here, telling the referee Wolverine, the back-to-back-to-back, ref of the year, I might add, out of the way. JP telling Effie's number, moves out of the way. Oh! And now Effie with a bump and grind.
I guess that's what a power bottom is.
XWW, innovation required, violence expected, and a pump kick to the jaw of JP Lehman. And Effie celebrating. Oh! What is that?
That's the innovation required. And keep in mind, there are no rope breaks in this match. No disqualifications.
Absolutely just a pin or a submission, and that's it. That's all Wolverine has to do.
And dragging his face across the rope. And now, JP, Effie's about to ride him cowboy.
But JP countered. I think JP's got him countered, or Effie has got the submission in, and now JP, from my angle.
Ooh, Spinneroonie from Effie.
Spinneroonie. Effie bouncing off the ropes here. Oh, but JP with a kick to the ribs.
JP's now got an opening. What's he gonna do with it? But he's favoring that jaw from the earlier kick.
JP Lehman, 3-cup throwing Effie out of the ring, and now being proud of himself as this crowd is giving a mix of adulation and boos to JP Lehman. 3-cup Lehman, formerly 2-belt Lehman. One of his cups has been right there in front of you, Jack.
Yes, it is. This would be the Queen's Cup that he won here at Lenny Boy Brewing Company.
And now, JP with a chair.
This is a stock market street fight.
No rules here, folks. Just a pinfall or a submission. Oh! You know what? I'm going to say something as Effie wants to take JP to a gay bar. Gay bar. Effie.
Lenny Boy is not a gay bar, but all are welcome here.
Yes.
Oh!
I'll get 1 second of political here. F the current administration.
Absolutely. Love is love here at XWW.
Find me all you want. Pro-choice, love is love, all that. Effie, JP Lehman, GCW World Championship, and Lehman leveling Effie.
As now, JP
Oh!
Right across the back of Effie.
And we have a nuclear war that was started by J.P. Lehman with that chair.
JP now checking the Wall Street Journal. JP's got fans. We've got a house divided. I'm not saying that as a cliche.
No, it's serious. Half of them love Effie, half of them love JP. Half of them would love to see the hometown guy become the GCW champion. The other half would love to see Effie retain. And making JP hit the high notes. And now the action may be spilling out to the garden.
Oh my God!
Testicular cancer is a
Oh my God!
definite killer of men. Get yourself checked because JP Lehman's going to need to get checked after that.
If you've never heard of CBT, good.
Effie directing traffic, making sure the crowd is far away from whatever the hell he's about to do here to JP Lehman. Oh my God! Guardrail into the fourth row. Effie celebrating here. I will follow suit, Jack.
Now we're standing on the table here, trying to get a good shot of this view.
The crowd is in our way, folks. We can't see anything.
But man, this capacity crowd here at Lenny Boy Brewing Company certainly getting quite a show here.
Somebody just got the hell chopped out of them. I heard it from here, Jack.
I did too.
And again.
We're like people sitting outside of a Taylor Swift Eras Tour concert.
As now both men are continuing the violence into the crowd here. And this gives me old school ECW vibes here, Jack.
Absolutely. And who better than GCW to carry on that lineage? And we at XWW are proud to be part of that history.
Pitch me, Jack. Am I dreaming? Are we dreaming, Jack?
And now,
I think something brutal just happened.
Yeah,
that sound in my headphones.
got a glimpse of JP there. See, on any other night, I probably could see what's going on, but
They have
hundreds and hundreds of people.
I think they've made their way to the bar.
There's
Lehman,
JP.
directing traffic here, is now had the shirt almost ripped off of him.
JP is now tending bar. What in the world has he got there?
Does he have something to put in you?
Oh, wait. A keyboard. Keyboard warrior JP Lehman is here.
He's trying to control Alt-Delete Effie here. I'm going to keep saying lyrics to gay bar as much as I can, folks.
As now,
Oh, God, I can see the keys.
Yeah.
Getting off.
Effie is just pounding JP. Pause. Oh!
Effie, definitely saying. To JP.
Wait a minute.
What is that?
I think that's a golf club. As now,
sorry, audio editor.
Oh my God, it's a golf ball!
He's got a golf ball! Is he about to do what I think he's gonna do?
Yes, he is, and JP splayed out.
Oh no! We gotta be quiet, Jack. Oh.
And now JP on his feet.
Uh-oh. I think JP countered it and he's about to hit a club shot himself. Oh!
Good Lord.
Ow! You know what? I'm going to fan out real quick. I'm going to record this on my phone. This anarchy and chaos here at Lenny Boy Brewing Company.
As now JP Lehman gets back behind, and there we are.
And we
our
have
first door of the evening.
We have a door. Being set up here. Riders on the storm until this house is born. I know the lyrics are wrong, whatever. Oh! Come on, now touch me, babe. What is Oh, God, somebody got smashed through that door, and I don't know who it was.
Oh, and Effie emerges from that pile victorious.
Jack, we have lost sight, and the fact that you saw Effie raising his arms tells me that you know what happened. It's a good play on you, Jack. That's why you the commentator of the year.
Oh, thank you, Dom.
2024.
And but now, JP, he's got his neck over that chair, and Effie leading him back into the ringside area.
Now, both men have been violently accosting each other in the crowd here in this GCW.
And my God, look at all the stains on JP's shirt.
That tells you all you need to know about the violence that this match has been.
Dirty, dirty, dirty. As now,
dirty deeds done dirt cheap.
Fireman Terry.
Oh! He goes to the pin. 1, 2,
no!
JP Lehman kicks out at 2.
And JP Lehman's hopes of becoming Game Changer Wrestling Champion remain alive.
But they are vanishing quickly, Jack, as Effie quickly went under the ring. And you know what he's about to pull out is going to be devastating.
Door number 2.
Come on, knock on my door.
We've been waiting for you.
And it's hers and his. Three's Company 2. Take the rest of the trash that's Money Enterprises out of this building, Effie. And the chair. Oh my God, what has Effie got in mind here?
It kind of looks like Effie's ready to start a production of Stomp.
Yeah, well, JP Lehman is the unfortunate recipient of this. Effie charging. Now mounting JP Lehman. You know I had to say it once, Jack.
Yes, you did. 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh! JP headbutting.
JP, purple nurple! A purple nurple!
JP sees a chance. Sees it.
Oh, cheeky Nando's!
And now, going for the powerbomb. Oh! Oh my God! Is it about to happen with JP Lehman here, folks?
Do you believe in miracles? No!
And Effie kicks out at 2. Thank God.
Miracles aren't real. I don't believe in fairies.
Jack, this match has been so crazy, I just farted.
But now JP.
Oh no. Oh.
The Trash King laying his crown on Effie.
Can he make money on the trash cans?
And now whipping Effie like a government mule, stuffing that Hugo Boss tie.
If JP Lehman can make money on those trash cans, he will definitely invest, Jack.
As now JP. Is he going to go for a senton?
Uh-oh.
He hasn't had luck with this. Oh! And it won't be today. No one home except the garbage can.
And Effie puts on his tie, goes for the pin. 1, 2, no! Kicks out at 2!
JP Lehman with a tenacious kick out. That garbage can has been completely destroyed.
But Effie has JP's tie on. Effie
wants to end this once and for all.
Oh, but JP ducks under.
Oh, right in the head, right in the dome. JP, stop bottom! 1, 2, 3! Kicks on it down! How in the hell did Effie kick out at 2? JP is beside himself, and my voice is gone! Good Lord! But JP, he's continuing on. He's keeping up that offense. He is hell-bent on becoming GCW champion.
How are both men still in this match?
And JP
Jack.
setting up the table.
The door is playing. This is the end. My sweetest friend, the end.
JP is looking to break on through to the other side.
And if JP hits this, we have a new
Oh my God!
GCW heavyweight champion.
And look at the welt on JP's back.
The signs of war are shown through both men, Jack.
You hear the dueling chants. One of them has got to win out. Will it be Effie? Will it be JP? Oh, God! The mist of sweat just exploded all over Effie.
Some people would pay extra for that, Jack.
As now, Effie on the top turnbuckle. JP's got him in a bad way.
With Effie's doom laid out right there, JP would love nothing more than to hit this Hurricanrana.
Is this it?
This
Oh no, low blow! Low blow!
JP hitting the high notes.
Stock market street fight, anything goes! Effie! Oh my God!
Those are the pin!
1, 2, 3!
Here's your winner, and still your Game Changer Wrestling World Heavyweight Champion, Effie!
As he puts the tie back on JP Lehman.
Unbelievable, Tom Douglas! Simply unbelievable!
Holy shit! Effie with the sportsmanship. JP was Effie with the kick.
Oh my God! Happy belated Valentine's Day, everyone!
Happy Valentine's Day, everybody! Because electric, fantastic, and FU is still the GCW champion!
And look, JP Lehman's still a piece of garbage with those reprobates in Money Enterprises, but what a hell of a main event he and Effie put together.
Folks, love, hate, tragedy. XWW, Lenny Boy Brewing Company. This is just the beginning of not just our year, but the war between Money Enterprises and XWW.